Did you get into business thinking that you're going to be the master of your own time? Well, you know, as the saying goes, as a business person, you have to work only about half the times. You have to work either the first 12 hours of the day or the second 12 hours of the day. Well, all jokes aside, you've probably met some business people that seem to have things figured out. They probably have a lot of free time and they're making millions while doing it. And you know what? What they've actually figured out is that as an entrepreneur, you have to work on your business, not in your business. Welcome back to my channel, my fellow entrepreneurs. I'm Gulraj Singh Shahpuri. I'm a business coach and a leadership trainer. I'm also a Gallup Strength Coach, a Marshall Goldsmith SFC coach, a DISC specialist, and an NLP practitioner. Now, if you've mastered the art of running your business on autopilot, good for you. But if you're neck deep in your business and you just don't know where the time goes, then you need to stick around. But if you're somewhere in the middle, and the truth is most of you are somewhere in the middle, then you really need to stick around because your dream is not that far. You see, once you can take your mind off of the day-to-day because your business is being run by systems, and those systems are being run by people who are smarter than you because you hired them to be so, then you can spend your time on high income producing activities because that's what you're there to do. You see, time is money and you need to spend time making money, not on the day-to-day stuff. So let's put 2 minutes on the clock and I'm going to give you some practical advice how you can free yourself up from the day-to-day and spend time on the more important things of your business. Number one, become a master delegator. There's 4 things I want you to do for this. Firstly, read the book called Automate, Systemize, and Delegate. Secondly, I need you to watch my 2-Minute Tuesday video on delegation. Number 3, whenever people come to you with a problem, ask them, hey, what do you think? This way, they're going to become better and better at solving their own problems. And number 4, put a sign outside your office door, and you actually have to do this. Put a sign outside your office door saying that, are you coming to me with a problem, or do you have 3 solutions for that problem? And you're going to see that people will become active in solving their own problems. Number 2, never allow upward delegation. This is when you give work to somebody and then they give it back to you and say, hey, I've done this much, what do you think? This is when people are putting the ball back in your court. And when they do this, they're not giving you the best of their work. They're just getting you to check it like you're a school teacher for them. You're going to end up wasting a lot of your time. Make sure you give it right back to people and say, look, I don't want to look at stuff like this. Bring it back to me when it's done. Number 3, go to your office not more than 1 time a week. And you're going to be shocked. You're going to say, what? How do you pull it off like that? This is exactly what I want you to do. 6 days of the week, you need to be marketing. 1 day of the week, you need to go to your office and work on your systems and audit your systems, not more than that. Number 4, hire eagles in your company. Get rid of the ducks. If you have ducks in your company, realize these are the people that keep bringing you problems and they keep saying quack, quack, quack. Whereas eagles, they solve your problems. They'll say, boss, we're going to take it for you. And you know what they do? They'll pick you up and they'll take your business and you to new heights. You have to have eagles and only eagles. That brings us to number 5. What do you have to do? You have to concentrate on the top line. All day long, all you have to think is sales, marketing, branding. Sales, marketing, branding. And then when you have time, you think about vision and how to automate things. Vision and how to automate things. That's all you have to do. You know why? Because all the other stuff, you have to outsource it to people who can do it better than you. And if you don't have those people, then remember, hire the eagles. Speaking of eagles, this brings us to number 6 because I don't want to leave you hanging. So like Andrew Carnegie said, you have to go through trucks and trucks and trucks of dirt to find a little bit of gold. That's the person who's a keeper. That's your eagle. But here's the thing, they're not yet trained and it's you who has to teach them how to fly in formation. Number 7, SOPs and WIMs, meaning standard operating procedures and work instruction manuals. These are going to run your company along with the eagles and the work instruction manuals. This is how you're going to get the job done. And there's 4 tips I have to give you about this. Firstly, have shortcuts of all the SOPs for each department on your computer's desktop. As soon as you think of an idea, you have to put it in the SOP first and then you have to train your people. Never train them before you do this. Number 3 is you have to make sure that the SOPs aren't full of fluff. They have to be realistic. They can't be idealistic. They have to be realistic. And number 4, you have to have harsh penalties for people who don't follow them, because you know what? If you give an inch, they're going to take a mile. That's it, time's up. Here's a bonus tip for you. Never get into a business that can't be automated, because if you can't automate it, you can't grow. Oh, you're already in a business that can't be automated because you are required at the helm? Don't worry, here's a solution. You take a blank sheet of paper and you sit and meditate and you look at that paper until you come up with a lot of ideas on how you can automate your business. I guarantee you that you're going to think of a lot of things that you can do that are not actually things you're doing right now that could put your business in automation, and you won't be required there. You will be free from the shackles. In the comments below, please let us know which of these tips was your favorite tip, and if there's a tip that you have that I couldn't cover in these 2 minutes, please put it in the comments below. There's no way I could have covered everything in just 2 minutes. And here's the thing, for all of these tips that I talked about today, there's a 2 Minutes Tuesday video for all of them. You have to watch those videos because those videos generally talk about those specific things, and when you put them all together, you're going to be free from the shackles. If you got value from this video, take a second and click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. We'd love to have you part of our family. Now, if this is your first video in this whole 2 Minute Tuesday series, just click here so you can see the rest of the videos. And if you want to see what YouTube has to recommend to you next, just click over here. Either way, you can't go wrong. I'm Gulraj Singh Shahpuri. Please visit imeanbusiness.com, where we'll give you tips, tools, and techniques on how you can run a better business and lead an extraordinary life.